Just give me about 10 minutes and I'll tell you why this just might be the best hotel card on the market. And in this episode of Before You Apply, we're gonna address the hype, controversy, and stuff you won't find on a website about this high value, ultra luxury, overpowered Hilton Honors Aspire Card. More importantly, what you need to know before adding it to your setup. But before we get into all that, hi, I'm Lonnie, and I'm not gonna lie, the Aspire Card has a pretty good shot at joining the Never Gonna Cancel This Card camp. A title I don't hand around lightly around here. That's because of its overly well-rounded value it provides, as it's not just a premium hotel card, but a premium travel card overall. So much so that compared to other premium hotel cards, the Aspire Card not just shows up to the party, but makes an entrance. Kind of like that. And to back all that up, I'm going to provide an unbiased and honest review to supply you with the necessary information to make an informed decision for yourself. I have pros, I have cons. You ready? Okay, let's talk about it. To start, if you're a frequent traveler or even someone who enjoys a luxurious hotel stay every now and then this card is your key to unlocking some incredible perks. As for me personally, I'm the type of guy who can appreciate a good hotel experience over an airline experience. Not that the flight experience is not important, it's just that I may only be on a plane for a few hours versus a hotel for a few days. And as you can expect, those elevated experiences come with a price. But the Aspire Card solves for that very early on in a few ways. To prove it, I will break this video down into 5 key parts in which most people consider in a new credit card. And that's the welcome bonus, annual fee, earning and redeeming points, any credits or perks involved, and insurances and warranties. And as most people start with the annual fee and welcome bonus, let's start there. Okay, the Hilton Aspire's annual fee, which is actually just an advanced luxury experience cost because you're really just prepaying for enhanced travel for the cost of $550 a year. But this is nothing, honestly. And let me tell you why. Now, as Uncle Ben once told Peter, with great annual fees come great perks and benefits, or something like that.
With great annual fees comes great perks and benefits.
Anyway, so right out of the gate, simply by getting the card, the first thing this card offers you is a Hilton Free Night Award, which is an uncapped, no restrictions, 1 free night standard hotel room stay certificate that you can use at almost any of Hilton's 7,500 properties across the 24 hotel brands globally. So for the aspirational traveler, this water pool villa overlooking the ocean at the SLH Maladu in the Maldives that normally goes for $1,775 a night, yeah, that's covered. Or for something a little more practical and literally closer to home, you could use it at the Waldorf Astoria Chicago, getting you a deluxe room with a fireplace, which normally goes for $860 a night. Like I said, don't look at that $550 as an annual fee, but rather an advanced luxury experience purchase. Because with just these 2 room examples, I'm already getting more than my value back. Of course, choose a room that best fits your travel needs, but as long as you use it on a room valued at more than $550, you've already won. And as a native Chicagoan, I'd rather stay at the Waldorf over my cousin's couch. I mean, I love my cousin, but I'd rather stay at the Waldorf. Just saying. But that's not all. We're not even close to being done yet. There's even more value to add to this, but I'm gonna touch on those in a later point. Speaking of points, that takes me to my next point, the points themselves, because this is a travel card, right? Right. Starting off with the points earnings, let's top off that annual fee. As a welcome bonus, the standard offer on this card is 150,000 Hilton Honors points after you spend $6,000 in your first 6 months. And remember, when it comes to points, there's 2 sides, an earning side and a redeeming side. We're gonna start with the earning side first. As for earnings, being this is a Hilton card, you'll earn 14 Hilton points per dollar on eligible purchases made directly at Hilton hotels or resorts, 7 points per dollar on flights booked directly with airlines or in the Amex travel portal, as well as on rental cars from select rental car companies such as Avis, Enterprise, Hertz, and National. Then there's also 7 points per dollar at US restaurants. And lastly, For all other purchases, you earn 3 points per dollar, which is pretty nice. Almost as nice as hitting that like button. And while you do that, let's jump to the redeeming side of these points, which will be short. That's because, being this is a Hilton hotel card, you primarily use your points to redeem Hilton hotel stays or Hilton experiences. You know, duh. Or an unexpected or quirky thing you could do is exchange them to select travel partners. But this would not be great use of your points as you'd lose value. But the option is there if you need it. And speaking of quirky things, let's move on to the quirks, perks, and credits. And you know what? Once again, this card punches above its weight class. Even if we can remove that instant free night award out of it, we're still giving over $800 in available credits. $550 annual fee, $800 in credits. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's break this down. Starting off, we have $200 in airline credits. Now, this is a statement credit paid as $50 per quarter and can be used for any airline purchase made directly with an airline or through the Amex travel portal. And when they say airline purchase, they mean it. Book with points and pay the taxes? Covered. What about your check bag fee? Covered. Travel bank with a particular airline? Yup, that's covered too. Okay, on top of that, getting us up to the $600 mark, there's $400 of resort credits paid out as statement credits for $200 in the first half of the year and $200 in the back half of the year. But with one caveat, this has to be at specific Hilton resorts. No worries though, Hilton does provide a list of these eligible resorts, so just be sure you're staying at one of the proper ones. And I'll leave a link to that resorts list in the description. And for our third credit, to take us up to that $800, well, technically $799, it's a $199 clear credit every year to breeze you through the airport security lines. Unfortunately, this card does not come with a TSA Global Entry credit. You'll need to get that from a different card. And I'm happy to help you find the right one. Just check out my link tree below for my full referral list of all my cards, including any of Hilton's cards like this Aspire. And I thank you in advance if you decide to use it. All right, but we're still not done with credits. If you've already watched this video, then you're familiar with the American Express Platinum Fine Hotels and Resorts $100 experience benefit. And if you're not familiar, go watch that video. Anyway, in short, the $100 experience credit is a resort credit which you can use on various hotel experiences like food, room service, spa treatments, etc. The reason why I bring this up is because Hilton offers a similar $100 resort experience credit directly through the Aspire card for all the same things at their Conrad and Waldorf Astoria properties when you book via Hilton Honors Aspire Card.com. No platinum card needed. But if you have one, okay, ready for a travel hack alert? Let's do the light thing. If you want to maximize two birds with one stone, you can actually combine that Platinum Fine Hotels and Resorts credit with the $200 Hilton Aspire Resorts credit. Just book a room via Fine Hotels and Resorts that's also an eligible Hilton Resort property. In this case, you'll need to provide your Platinum card at check-in, but after that, you can use whatever card you want to pay towards your final folio bill. So in this case, I can charge $300 worth of food and experiences to the room, or use my $200 Hilton credit to pay for the parking or resort fees. Maybe you have some room charges left. Either way, that Aspire credit just has to be used at an eligible Hilton resort, not for particular experiences. You're welcome. And even with all of that, we still didn't include the credits you'll receive for being a Diamond member. Oh, you thought we were done? Well, we're not done. Yes, the Hilton Aspire card provides you, the card holder, with instant Hilton Diamond status, which comes with its own separate perks as well, such as a boost on your earned points from the hotel stay, executive lounge access, and an additional food and beverage credit of $15 to $25 a day, depending on the hotel, and a preferred room upgrade. This is an important one. Going back to that free night certificate we talked about at the top of the video, remember how it was only for a standard room? Well, then your diamond status can bump you up to a preferred room. Now, don't get ahead of me. Preferred room does not always mean the presidential suite. At minimum, it could just be a view upgrade, but an upgrade none the least. And the last perk I'll touch on before moving on is the 5th night free benefit. What this means is that I'm able to book a room fully on Hilton points. After booking 4 nights, you'll get the 5th night free. Or if you've already planning on staying 5 nights on points, you'll only get charged for 4. With this, you could upgrade yourself. Okay, let's wrap it up. Insurances and warranties. What does this card offer? Well, first, let's talk about cell phone protection to cover the repair or replacement costs for damage or theft to your device up to a max of $800 per claim, sans a $50 deductible when you pay your cell phone bill with the card. Then there's return protection for eligible items within 90 days from the date of purchase if that retailer won't take it back, up to $300 per item, up to a maximum of $1,000 per year. Purchase protection for eligible items when they're accidentally damaged, stolen, lost for up to 90 days from the covered purchase date, and travel protections. There's also baggage insurance for lost or stolen luggage up to $3,000, trip delay insurance for round-trip itineraries delayed over 6 hours up to $500 when the itinerary is fully paid with your Aspire card. And lastly, trip cancellation insurance can reimburse you up to $10,000 per trip, also when paid entirely with your Aspire card. And if that's not enough, this card also has no foreign transaction fees. All right, I got nothing left. Actually, I do, but I'll save it for a future video. We got the big stuff, all right? But what are you doing next? Let's keep the party going. Here's the video that I mentioned earlier, and you might like this one too. Okay, catch you in the next one. Was that 10 minutes? Ah well, peace.